I think we are about ready to start. Apparently my settings got all messed up. And hello, there we go. There we go. Now I don't know why, Streamlabs must have updated or something and all my voice things got switched over. But I'm your host and your friendly Blue Mage, Azoreign. Thank you for joining right now. Thank you for watching the VOD back if you choose to watch later. Yeah, we're just going to get started. We have a great game of Commander lined up for you guys, and I don't really have anything further to say. If you'd like to, make sure to join my Discord. You can find the link to that in the description of this video or on the description of my YouTube channel, where you can talk to me, you can talk to my guests, and you can find out how you can be on stream as well. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those things, and press all the buttons, and I would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, I'm just going to jump over to my Discord, introduce my guest, and we're going to get started for you tonight. So again, thank you for joining, and let's get to it. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Should be unmuted. Oh, what is going on? I can see all the little bubbles light up, but I cannot hear anyone. Hold up, my computer might have. Let me see if I have a Discord setting. Let's see. Yep, that's what it was.
Silly.
Here we go. There, I just heard someone call me silly. How's it going, guys?
You're a silly little goose, man. Don't you know how to work Discord?
No, I don't. My computer must have done something. I gotta make sure everything is good to go on Streamlabs. Here, I'm gonna turn the music down really quick. I'm gonna have one of you guys talk just to make sure I'm hearing your voices here on the recording software.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, okay. I definitely hear you guys. All right, good. All right, well, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the turn order 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then I am going to ask the question of the day. I still need to shuffle. I'm a little behind. But the question of the day that you guys should ponder while I shuffle, and it looks like Lemony is going to start us off here. The question of the day is, how do you feel about stacks pieces in casual Commander? And I'm not talking about ultra stacks. I'm talking about things that might be like a Grand Arbiter, Augustin, where it's like spells cost 1 more. Yeah, kind of like a tax. Maybe not like a mega stacks, but just kind of like things cost 1 more. Or here we go. You could even say Rhystic Study and Smothering Tithe might be somewhat like tax pieces, I think. Not really like stacks, but it's like optional pays of...
Stacks and tax are, from what I know, 2 different things. Stacks is things like winter orbs, static orbs, smoke stacks.
Sure.
Things that just straight up stop people from being able to play damn near anything. Things like Mystic Study, Esper Sentinel, Grand Arbiter, that's just taxing. It's just additional costs that you have to pay on top of things that aren't normally there.
So yes, that is what I want you to think about, is how do you feel about effects like that? Because it's like you always see things on Twitter or just around the Magic space where it's like, oh, Smothering Tithe should never have been printed, or, when are we going to ban Rhystic Study and Esper Sentinel and stuff like that? So I just want to ask the question of, how do you guys feel about it? Is it like, do you not like it? Do you choose not to play it? Do you think it really does deserve some sort of ban or limitation, or is it completely fine? So I'm gonna quickly shuffle. It looks like Lemony will start us off, and then so we can just take time to introduce yourself, introduce your decks, and then answer the question of the day. Once I gotta just make sure I played this deck over the weekend, I want to make sure I get a really good shuffle in on it. So
Oh, Azoreign.
You know me.
You silly little goose.
Does everyone else at least have their hands? As I come unprepared.
Yeah, we chilling.
All right.
Come on. Surely all these die won't let me down today. This is the manifestation we need.
Noble has summoned the perfect starting hand.
I'm summoning the 20. It's gonna be great.
Okay. Let me take a look here.
All lands.
I would keep it at this point. Yeah, I'll run this. I'll run this hand.
Bets.
Well, with that being said, if we're all good to go. Oh no, Dak is also summoning the nat 20.
Man, Dak, be original.
So,
I was doing this first.
I have to,
Don't take this 20 away from me.
Well, Lemony, when you're ready, you can go ahead and introduce yourself, your deck, and answer the question of the day.
Alright, hey then, my name's Lemony. I respond to people online occasionally every now and then, and tend to show up on people's streams unannounced for whatever reason. I don't know, they seem to like me here, and I like being here. For today, I am playing probably the weirdest deck on the table. Akiri Lineslinger, partnered with Miara, Thorn of the Glade, companioned with Lurus of the Dream Den. That means we have artifacts, elves, and all opponents with a mana value of 2 or less. My objective this game, other than to actually have my deck work, is to play artifacts, preferably ones that make other artifacts, make Akiri big, and then play some elves so Miara can hopefully draw some cards. And then Lurus in case I need to cast anything from my graveyard. Who knows?
Gotcha.
Either way, it's Mardu, it's elves, it's cheap, and it will hopefully at least punch someone in the face.
Nice.
Preferably not
Love
myself.
that.
As for the question comment of the day, as written, I hate stacks,
Yes.
but if he just means tax by it, then I'm fine as long as the deck isn't built around as much tax as humanly possible.
Gotcha.
Like-
yeah, for
like a
answering the
Ristic
question,
Study-
we'll go with taxing, not stacks.
Yeah.
I think I meant the taxing effects.
Yeah, just remove an S. But yeah, things like Ristic Study, Smiling Tide, Sentinel, they're annoying, but you can walk around them without too much issue.
Sure.
Or just not worry about them and let your opponent get too much value and be sad afterwards. Either way, play more removal.
Yeah, play more. I think I completely echo that sentiment.
Remember, kids, if you don't like your opponents playing things like Ristic Study, play more Crows and Grips. If you don't like Esper Sentinels, murder the heck out of it. If you really don't want your opponent to have a turn 1 Mystic Remora, go first with an Annul in your hand. You'll thank me when it works out for you. Well, that's it for me.
All right,
Go ahead, whoever's
well,
describing themselves next.
you're gonna go ahead and start your turn. And
All
then
right, that's right. We're doing it like that.
Yes.
Draw Evolving Wild Crack for a mountain past the turn.
Look at this guy. He already knew what he was
He
doing.
knows what he's doing.
Yep, I'll draw for turn. I'm just gonna play a forest. I am just gonna echo Lemony's sentiment and say play more removal, or play like more efficient, better removal. Don't just play removal for the sake of it. But I think that tax effects can be annoying, but if you use that as a way to rally the table around the person who's taxing, can be effective. I think Smothering Tides and Ristic Study are probably some of the strongest cards ever printed, but I don't think that they're game breaking. But I don't really have much more to say on that. I'm curious to hear what Noble has to say.
Hi guys, I'm Noble. Been here a few times and been around the block a few times. I'm gonna play a swamp for turn, and I'll just state my opinion on it. I probably have an unpopular opinion on like what you guys are saying, but I mean I don't think tax pieces are all that bad. Like Smothering Tide or Mystic Remora or Mystic Remora, Ristic Study, or any of those cards, I don't think are like that bad because you have the ability to enact them if you don't want to gain that value. But as well as like, I'm not typically a removal player. Like I will obviously put some removal in pieces like in my deck, but the way I play removal is typically it's only there because certain cards will completely shut down my decks. Like they'll have tax cards that are like I have decks that are all about haste, and if everything comes in tapped, well, I need removal for that. But for the most part, I like playing Magic in a way where it's not about like, let's monitor each other's value in our cards, and I play much more of like I'm just gonna try to outvalue you overall.
Sure.
Just because I mean it's a completely valid strategy.
Focusing
but
too much on removal can just, like, if you have all 4 people focusing heavily on removal, the game just never seems to move
it just
anywhere.
lasts too long, and I have more fun when I think everybody's playing the cards they want, and the goal is just to be like the best at the table versus like who's the most controlling. But that's because I'm not a controlling player. I'm definitely an aggro player. This is the only deck I have that's the complete opposite of that. But beyond that, yeah, that's mine. I'll pass to you, deck.
Sure. On hey everybody. On Discord, known as Renetic. Here known as Dak. Today, playing Zaxara the Exemplary. Playing my all the X's deck.
Dope, Commander.
Straight Hydras with all the X spells. And see what craziness I can get myself into. I think great turn 1 draw. I think I'm gonna be the one to be the most unorthodox casual player here. Play Swamp or play a Forest. Tap it and play a Hardened Scales for the turn.
Good card.
To answer the question, I don't mind it. I'm probably chaotic players around. I like to. I like playing stacks cards depending on like. With my decks, I usually try to go for most synergistic.
I gotta go grab something really quick. You guys keep going. Let me keep going with your turn. I'll leave like 2 seconds. I just gotta run up and grab something really quick.
Classic Azoreign.
I always try to go for the most synergistic thing I can do between my commander and the deck itself. So usually if it calls for it, then I don't mind it at all. And for me personally, just run more removal if you have a problem with it. Like if you can't have that talk and everybody doesn't like it, then everyone's gonna be a little bit saltier. But it's kind of
it's a part of the game for sure. And I know my opinion's like in our play groups very unpopular because everyone runs way more counter spells and removal than I do. So I get like my opinion on that is drastically different than everybody else's.
It's like for me, like when I build my deck, like make sure there's always a healthy amount of removal if need be. Or well, if I don't, I make sure the deck can handle whatever is being thrown at me. So.
What do you, if I could pose a question for both of you, because I have a different opinion on it, what would you say, like, is your balance? Because the reason I have a hard time with removal is because I feel like once I'm, like, looking at all these cards of, like, how I want to build a deck and what synergizes with the deck, I keep looking at finding new cards that I'm like, this card's awesome, and I would love to put it in, but that means, like, either having less removal or, like, kind of or substituting for it. And so where do you guys kind of draw a line where you're like, oh, this, like, I have enough, and like this card that's going to help my board is more important than kind of setting somebody else back from their board?
That question really just depends all on your play group. Like, if you're in a higher powered play group, like if your group set consistently has like 7 or 8 power decks or higher, then you're typically going to want to have a decent removal package, regardless of how much it might lower your deck synergy, simply so you can get to those synergistic bits. But if you're at a lower, like 4 or 5 power table, then sometimes it can be worth it to take out some removal, just in case you and your friends just like playing games with those flashy big combo-y bits.
Sure. Okay.
Personally, though, I usually do try to have like a few staple bits of removal. Like if I'm playing blue, maybe a counter spell or 2, depending on how my deck is meant to play. If it's a slower deck, then I'll definitely want at least 1 counter spell. If I'm running black, I'll almost always try to put either Swarm. If I'm running green, I'll always have at least 1 bit of effect and chain removal, like a Corrosion Grip or Naturalize or something. White, usually I'll have Swords of Plowshares and or Path of Exile. Stuff like that.
A super versatile white card that was actually played against me this weekend was Get Lost. And I felt
Oh,
like
yeah.
that was insanely. It had a 2 mana instant speed. The person that you use it against gets 2 map tokens, but it hits a creature, an artifact, or an enchantment. I was like, wow, that card's nuts.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but in summary, typically I usually try to have like a few pieces of staple removal cards in my deck, but not so many to where my deck can't play. Usually like around 5 or so pieces of removal in total, including counter spells, exile effects, stuff like that.
Sure.
Omega in chat says Tax is fine, Pillow Fort is fine, but he does not like the stacks. Which, yeah, I think I misquoted myself. I was thinking tax, and I said stacks. So yeah. Anyway, I think Lemony is time for turn 2.
All right, untap, upkeep, and draw. I will tap my mountain for a Skull Clamp, then play an Orzel Basilica, bouncing said mountain back to my hand. Pass the turn.
Pretty good.
Good old Schlamp. I like Skull Clamp. Alright, I'll draw. I'll play a Plains, tap 2, and I'll play a Gala Greeters. Gala Greeters has Alliance, so whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I choose one that has not been chosen this turn. So I'll put a 1/1 counter on Gala Greeters, create a tap treasure token, or gain 2 life. And then after that,
Nice.
I will pass.
Pretty good. Draw a card. I'm going to play this Swamp for turn, and I'm going to tap 2 to play a Arcane Signet.
Nice.
3.
And with that, I will pass the turn as well.
I will pass turn.
Alright. Tap, upkeep, and draw. Cool. Play that mountain again. I will tap 2 and cast a Smuggler's Copter.
Nice.
Nice. Good card.
And I will pass the turn.
Smuggler's Copter. Alright, I'll untap. Draw. Turn 3 is gonna just not be too much of nothing. I will play Bountiful Promenade, which will enter untapped because I have 2 or more opponents. And I am gonna send a 1/1 over at Lemony because he's got a Skull Clamp and a Smuggler's Copter.
That's fair.
And after that, I'm done. I'll pass.
Ready. I'm going to draw a card for turn. I am going to play a Mirrored Landscape for a land for turn. And I think I'm just going to do the tried and true commander thing and pay 3 and cast my commander.
Nice.
So my deck's all about life. I'm going to try to gain as much of it as I can. I'm not a combo player or infinite player, so I've loved this commander. I love Vito, but I put a lot of work into making sure he cannot go infinite because he loves to. So no way to panic. He's not that guy, but he's still pretty cool. And with that, I'm going to pass the turn.
So I'm guessing it's safe to say that you do not have Bolas's Citadel, Aetherflux Reservoir, and Sensei's Divine Top in the deck?
I have a Bolas's Citadel in hand. There's no Aetherflux Reservoir. There's nothing like an Exanguinate, or not, sorry, Extenuate, like a Sanguine Bond, or the other one that says whenever opponent gets dealt damage, you gain life.
See, I feel like half of that combo is good, but, you know, like playing both together is obviously infinite.
Well, yeah. Well, the problem is that Vito himself is half of that. You know,
No,
it's
you're right.
Vito himself is Sanguine Bond.
You're right, and then you have another
Exquisite
Sanguine
Blood.
Bond. It just keeps going over. Or yeah, Exquisite Blood. So like when I first built this deck, my buddy who has like taught me a ton about Magic, and we bounce off each other a lot for cards. He was like, "Oh, you can put a Sanguine. Oh, that's infinite. Well, you can put that. That's infinite." And I was like, we went through like 15 cards where we're like, that'd be so good. But then immediately makes your deck like boring, and I was like, "Yeah, that's not going in."
Enchantment. That enchantment deck just played is holy.
Wait, Unbound Flourishing.
Probably
Yeah.
one of the best cards in that Zaxara deck, if I'd have to venture to
Untap,
guess.
upkeep, draw. I'll play a Rutspell Bridge, entering tapped.
Oh wow,
Ow.
that's a great card. How do I know? How do I not know about that?
Tap red and white with a black floating. Cast Akiri. Tap Akiri to crew the copter. Use that one floating. Equip my copter with my clamp. In for a penny, in for a punch. 4 in the air at Azoreign. On attack, I will draw a card, then discard a card. I will pitch Prowess of the Fair. Go to my instep. Smuggler's Copter stops being an artifact. Stops being a creature, so the spell clamp falls off. Last turn. And for reference, Akiri is currently a 3/3.
Nice. That was quick. Holy cow.
Jeez, yeah. Untap?
Yeah,
Upkeep.
I'm artifact land, a vehicle, a skull clamp.
I'll play an island, and I think I will follow that up with... It's gonna be the best bang for my buck here. I think... I'm just going slow, but we're gonna see where it gets us. I'm gonna tap 4, play a Guardian Project. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield, I draw a card, and then I'm gonna just try and get Lemony back for 1 damage.
I will take that one. You want to go ahead and end this punching each other feud now before I outpace you too much?
You know, I hit you for 1, you hit me for 4. I think I still owe you 2, so...
No, you've hit me for 2 total.
Yeah, you've hit me for 4 total.
I'm pretty happy with this punch off, to be honest.
I'm
don't
gonna
punch
go
well in
grab
this
something to
deck.
drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Classic Azoreign. Alright, I'm gonna draw a card for turn, untap, play a swamp for turn. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna tap. Nah, I don't want to do that quite yet. Yeah, not quite yet. I think I'm gonna tap for 4 right now, and play Sanctum Seeker. So Sanctum Seeker says whenever a vampire you control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
Sounds good.
I don't want to piss off Lemony or Azoreign right now because they seem to love to hit each other. So I'm just gonna swing Vito at you, Dak, just for 1 damage. When Vito attacks, because of vampire control attacks, each opponent's gonna lose 1 life, and I'm gonna gain a life.
Which allows you to have one other player lose 1 life as well.
Correct.
From Vito.
And then let's see, Dak, you're at the most life between the 3 of them, so I'll just hit you for 1 more. Promise, I will mix it up each turn. And with that, I shall pass the turn.
Realize I'm playing a deck with with much teeth, right?
Oh, I do, and I'm gonna spread the love, but right now they got creatures that are hitting hard, and I don't want to make them too upset right now.
Fast.
Yeah, hard and fast, hard and really fast. Believe me, I love my Zaxara deck. I know how scary and big Hydras can get.
To play a Cavern of Souls naming Hydra.
Nice.
Tap 4, I'm gonna play my commander, Zaxara the Exemplary.
I love that he taps for mana too. It's such a nice little feature.
Ow, fast turn.
Pretty solid.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Alright, unfortunately I have to wait for Ezo to get back before I do anything else, because I just need to, how do you say, double check his intent. No, conviction. That's the one I'm looking for. Double check his conviction.
Ah, yes, of course. Of course.
Although I might as well actually just go ahead and play Terramorphic Expanse and crack it for a swamp while I'm waiting for him.
Okay, sorry about that. It is
That's
one,
alright.
one of those nights where, so I got the little with me. I'm laying him down. I get up and make like one noise. He sits right up. So anyway, sorry about that.
I cracked the Terramorphic Expanse for a swamp, and now as I just need to double check your conviction. Are you sure you don't want to stop just punching each other right now?
I think if we stop, you will still be 2 damage ahead of me. I have a 1/1. I mean, I don't know why you're concerned about me. It's a 1/1.
I'm not concerned about you for the reasons you think. I'm concerned for you.
Wow, that is a bold statement.
I'll stop attacking you if you'd like to end this feud.
Okay. I'll do this to someone else then.
Oh boy.
Red, white, and 1 floating. Using the red and white. Cast Rayav, Master Smith.
Oh no.
Use that 1 floating to equip Skull Clamp to Akiri.
Yeah, and now Akiri's got double strike.
Yeah. You see why I'm going to be concerned for you.
Mm-hmm.
Woof. Woof.
So, for brevity's sake, I will roll to see who this goes after. Dak, would you like to be evens or odds? Actually, yeah, let's use X's.
Right ahead, just give me odds.
Alright, odds I swing at Dak. That's a nod. So, 1, 2, 3,
Dodge a bullet.
4, 2 with first strike, double strike, and vigilance. At Dak. So if it's taken, that's 8 commander damage.
Dang.
No big deal.
Right, I should have done slightly different. Oh well.
I will block with Zaxara.
Okay.
Has death touch, so
First strike.
Yeah, Akiri has first
Right.
strike.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, double strike as well thanks to Rhea, but either way.
That's fine.
After that, I will pass the turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, and draw. Play a brush land is my land for the turn. Now, my spell table's being all weird again. Noble, what is that vampire that you have? Oh, this the Sanctum Seeker. Whenever vampire you control attacks, you put it alive. Okay,
Let me try to like find some of the lights not bouncing off it weird.
you're fine. I think I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna pay 3, and I'm gonna play. I will go ahead and play Kitesail Larcenist.
Woo!
When Kitesail Larcenist enters the battlefield for each player, so including myself, I choose a creature. It says, when Kitesail Larcenist, for each player, choose up to 1 other target artifact or creature that player controls for as long as Kitesail Larcenist remains on the battlefield. Those permanents are treasures, and they lose all other abilities. So,
Dang. Alright.
I think I'm just going to go ahead and...
I assume that means they stop being creatures as well?
Yes, they just turn into treasures.
Okay.
So I think
So it kind of falls off.
Yeah, I think I'm going to choose Akiri, I'll choose Vito, and then I was going to choose Zaxara, and then I also have to choose my Gala Greeters, because I don't have anything else. But Gala Greeters will see Kitesail Arsonist enters, so I'm going to use Gala Greeters trigger. I will make a tapped treasure. And I can't do any. And then Kitesail Arsonist is a non-token creature, so I'll draw a card with Guardian Project.
Nice. I love Kitesail, such a good card.
I do too. It's also got flying and ward 1. So
this is a treasure.
Yes, so you can tap and sacrifice, obviously, your treasures. They will just return to your command zones. Or you can destroy Kitesail Arsonist, and then they'll return to being your commanders. But Guardian Project trigger, draw a card. And I've got 3 mana, and honestly, nothing to do with it. I will pass the turn. That was not my plan, but I think Lemony just kind of scared me with that double strike. So.
Yeah, that's a pretty big hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is play a swamp for turn. Let's see. 2, 3, 4.
Whoops.
Yeah, I think this is the play right now. So you doing that actually gave me... I wasn't going to play this card, but I guess I have a treasure token to use now. So I'm going to start by paying 1, 2, 3, 4 mana and cast a Cryptghast.
Oh.
Dang.
And then using Cryptghast, I'm going to tap these 2 swamps as long as there's no responses to Cryptghast.
Nope.
Not here.
So for 4 mana, I'm going to play a Beseech the Mirror.
Dang.
And I'm going to bargain it, so I'm going to sacrifice this artifact treasure token you gave me. And I'll put Vito back into the command zone. So I will go get a card with mana value 4 or less. Put the card into your hand if it wasn't bargained, but because it was, it'll go to my battlefield instead.
That's pretty crazy.
And
Specifically, you may cast it without paying its mana cost.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Specifically, search your library for a card, exile face down. The shuffle of spells bargain, you may cast it from exile without paying its mana cost.
Correct.
If that spell's mana value is 4 or less.
Correct.
With a card into your hand otherwise.
I kind of have a pet card that I grab almost every single time, so I think I'm going to go grab it because it looks like we got a lot of attackers on the battlefields. So I'm going to grab this card to exile it face down, and because I bargained, I will reveal it and cast it. It's an enchantment. It is No Mercy.
Nice.
Ooh.
So whenever a creature successfully deals damage to me, I will destroy that creature.
Seems good.
So you can hit me, I'll take the damage, but... So then you get to lose it. So it's it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. We are fair here in black. It's a trade for everything.
I like No Mercy.
Wow, you gave me the best chances to trigger my skull clamp. Thank you.
You're so welcome. And with that, I think I'm just gonna pass the turn. Oh, I need a shuffle from my library. My bad.
Sure. Return. Tap 4, I'm going to play Pelucanos Unchained.
Nice.
Ooh.
Enters the battlefield with 6 1/1 counters on him. Because my heart scale comes in with 7. If the damage would be dealt to him, well, I have 1/1 counters on him. I prevent the damage and remove that many 1/1 counters.
Oh, cool.
Plate.
Yep.
He escapes with 12. Escapes. Oh, sure.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. Alright. I'll play myself a heckin' swamp. It's probably a waste to, waste this on this guy, but... I'll tap 2, one of it to pay the ward curse. The source to plowshare, you're a Kitesail Arsonist.
Oh, guess what's coming back?
Everything.
Everything.
Well,
Except
the
my
only-
commander already was sacked.
And so your swords, so I'll gain life equal to
Gain
its
2
power.
life.
Gain 2.
I've refunded you the damage that was not repaid in blood.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
What can I say except...
So now, since
You're
Akiri
welcome.
hasn't left the battlefield, she is free to attack.
I'll cast Miara, Dawn of the Glade. And I'll tap black and cast Dusk Wielder. So 1/2 Elf Berserker with Boast for 1 to have target opponent lose 1 life and I gain 1 life. Again, Boast is an effect that can only be activated during the turn that the creature attacked and only once per turn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll then pay 1 and give Skull Clamp to my friendly neighborhood Akiri. Then I'll tap Miara to group to group the copter. So, let's see, life totals are that. Alright. Akiri, I'll send at Noble, since he has high life total.
Mm-hmm.
He is, I believe, still a 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4-2 with double strike and vigilance. And then
So-
the copter, I will swing in the air at the person who's now at the highest life total other than Noble, being Azoreign.
Yep.
For only 3. And on attack, I will discard Dusk to Dawn to draw a card.
Alright, I will... I guess kind of want to keep these guys. So I'll pay the 8. Or take the 8.
Well,
I'll
technically, you only take 4 because Akiri dies before the second hit goes through.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
working.
right. That's a good point.
And I will draw 2 cards from that.
Thank you for your honesty, because I kind of forgot about that.
I'll be
let's
honest, so did I, Afro. I also forgot about No Mercy when I declared the attack.
Mm.
So, yeah, that one's on me.
See, I thought you knew about that because you're like, you equipped the skull clamp. I'm like, alright, I know I'm taking the hit. The skull clamp was equipped.
You can collect big-time cryptocurrency. It's
No, I just legitimately forgot about it sometime during Dak's turn.
Gotcha.
And then... Yeah, after that, I will pass the turn.
Alright, I'll untap, upkeep, draw. I will play the Tide Channel Pathway, so it's the flip land, but I'm going to play it on the blue side. And then I think I will do... Let's keep that open. I'll tap for... Let's go ahead and just tap for 4. And I'll play Beast Whisperer.
Ooh, good card. Like that card.
So whenever I cast a creature spell, draw a card. Beast Whisperer enters. Gala Greeters. I'll make another tapped treasure.
Seems good.
And then also when Beast Whisperer enters, Guardian Project, draw.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I might as well do this now. I'll just tap 1, cast a Soul Ring.
Nice.
I really wish I had a better follow-up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. After that, I'm just done. I'm taking it slow here.
Nothing's
Nobody
wrong
can
with
go.
slow magic, my friend. Nothing wrong with that at all. Alright, I don't have a land drop for turn, so we're gonna finally crack this mirrored landscape, I think. So we'll pay 2 to crack this guy and go get 2 swamps. There's 1. And there's 2. Then I'll shuffle the library again. And we'll also pay when I'm doing that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana to get Vito back out.
Seems cold.
Perfect. And then we will go to combat. Well, let me. How big is your creatures over there?
I have a 2/2 and a 1/2 that are currently untapped.
2/2 and a 1/2. Okay, so I will go to combat and I will swing Sanctum Seeker your way. He's at 3/4.
Yep. I take 1 on the declaration of attack, and as does Dak and Azoreign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's everyone, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
everyone will lose 1 life and I'll gain 1 life.
Okay, 34.
And then who's losing the additional 1?
What? I don't. I think I'm gonna pick Azoreign this time.
All right.
We'll spread the love.
33.
And then I'll take 3 damage from the Sanctum Seeker hitting me in the face.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And with that, I shall pass it the turn. Getting a pretty shuffled there. What? I don't. I think I'm gonna pick Azoreign this time.
Bro. Pretty great. Tap 6. Gargos, just sure. Major spells cost 2 less to cast.
Nice.
Vigilance.
8/7. Every creature control becomes a target of a spell. This creature fights it to tap target creature control.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Swing Pelicanos and Noble for 7.
For 7. Okay. So it says like if it would take damage, it would just.
That does not prevent destruction effects like no roasting.
Mhm.
So yeah. So it's still kill. Okay. So I'll just take the 7 and I'll kill it. I guess.
Alright, Pastor.
Noble kind of played that No Mercy, hoping that it would get some people off of his back.
Nope, it did not work at all.
I was going to say, that is not working at all. You're just being the prime target.
No, but it's okay because now that thing's gone, so I won't have a 7/7 Hydra coming at me next turn.
Well,
Hopefully.
Palukronos does
A
have that
witch's
escape ability.
Clinic?
That, oh yeah. Yeah.
I will tap a red. You know, a lot of people keep targeting you for attacks, Noble. Let's increase that. Coast of
Okay.
Opulence on Noble.
Oh, good. I needed reserve.
This is tough. Guys, come on, it's just a treasure token. You guys don't really need that.
Who needs creatures when we can have
It's not
treasures?
worth your creature. It's not worth it, guys.
Noble, I'm pretty sure you're also being called out in the chat by good old Robert Chelkoff saying no response. Wow. The Black Mage with no response.
Hey man,
Oh, good
what
combat.
you see is what you get.
Mm.
I'll swing my Dusk Wielder at Noble, so I can make a gold. We'll pretend this treasure's a gold. It's just a 1/2.
Okay, I'll take the 1. Oh well, I guess I'll block it with a 1/3.
Cool. Dusk Wielder dies.
Not boasting.
I will
the Dust
not
Wielder.
pay for the Miara.
Oh wait, that creature is a 1. Oh, it has a skull clamp on it, right?
Alright, so, no, it did it. That's right, only 1/2. Doesn't die, my bad.
Okay.
Alright, tap single red. Blasphemous Act.
Woo!
13 damage to all creatures on the battlefield.
That'll do it.
I'll send Miara to my grave.
Yep.
How does this work again?
Okay.
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 of it being white. Cast Dawn from my graveyard, turning from my graveyard to the battlefield. All creatures with power 2 or less. Oh no, it's only to my hand. That's my grave. Not to my field. Either way, turning all creatures in my grave with power 2 or less to my hand. Which honestly wasn't really a lot, but better than them being where I can't get to them as easily.
True.
Either way, pass the turn.
Alright, big swing from Lemony here. Untap. Upkeep. And draw. Okay, let's go ahead and play... Oh, we can probably wait. Let's... I'll tap 5. Got enough there. I'm going to play Guardian Scale Lord.
Ooh.
Guardian Scale Lord has backup 1, so when it enters, I can put... When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. If that's another creature, it gains the following abilities. So, but there's not. So I will just put a 1/1 counter on the Guardian Scale Lord. When Guardian Scale Lord enters the battlefield, Guardian Project will trigger, and I'll draw a card. Wow, that was kind of money right there. I will play a forest for turn and immediately tap it. And I will play... I'm going to play a really fun card. I think it's fun. I'm going to play Concordant Crossroads.
Oh.
All creatures have haste.
Yeah.
Dang, okay. Fair enough.
So, just checking. No Mercy is still on the battlefield, Noble.
Correct.
Yeah.
Luckily, Blasphemous Act doesn't affect enchantments.
I'm going to go ahead and swing 4 in the air at Lemony because I didn't want to lose all my creatures. So whenever this creature attacks, return target non-land permanent card with mana value X or less, where X is this creature's power. So I have 4 or less. I will just go ahead and return... I'm going to go ahead and return Gala Greeters. So Gala Greeters will enter on attack, and that will draw me a card.
Pretty good.
And then Lemony looks like he's taking the damage, and I have
I've
1,
taken
2,
the 4.
3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead. Let's burn my treasures. Tap my mana. I'm going to play Venzer, the Sojourner. So he's got 3 abilities, plus 2. Flicker a creature, -1. Creatures are unblockable this turn. And -8, you get an emblem with whenever you cast a spell, exile target permanent. So I will immediately just use Venzer's +2, and I will just go ahead and flicker the Guardian Scale Lord. He'll leave and re-enter, and then
At the end step.
At the end step, and then I'll go to my end step, and he'll re-enter. I'll put the counter back on him. Gala Greeters will trigger, and I will make a tap treasure, and then I'll also draw a card.
Dang, really good.
And
holy cow!
I will then pass my turn.
You recovered quick from that blast attack.
I definitely top decking the Concordant Crossroads was very nice. But so just to keep in mind, this gives everything haste. So even your guys' creatures will have haste.
So I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana and play a Bloodline Necromancer. He's a 3/2 vampire that says when he enters the battlefield, I can return target vampire or wizard card from my graveyard to the battlefield. So I'm gonna pick my commander, and I'm gonna send him from the graveyard back to the command zone.
Nice.
Yep.
And then I think we will go to combat. And because my creatures have haste, Lemony, because you blew up all my stuff and you've been putting enchantments on me, I'm gonna swing a 3/2 with lifelink your way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna gain the 3 life, and then I think Azoreign, you're officially winning now, so I'm gonna hit you for 3 life.
Go to 30.
Still a pretty healthy life total. Had my whole board, maybe a little better, but you know, it's fine, guys. It's fine. And we'll pass the turn.
Rough turn. Here, 1 second, guys.
Well, now we can talk about something if Runetic's got to step away for a minute. So I think let's take a look at some boards here. I think Noble, your No Mercy, I think is now going to do even better now that I think like Lemony board wiping. I just want to hear your reasoning behind board wiping, because I almost want to say that you had the best board amongst everyone, and I feel like wiping kind of hurt you well, I think your plan from what it looked like was to wipe and then cast the dusk side of dawn, or the dawn side of dusk and dawn, and then like return everything, which was definitely a solid play, but we'll see if that works out.
I just misread and forgot that it returned into my hand rather than the battlefield.
Gotcha. So you thought it was returned to the battlefield.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, looks like Runetic is back.
Yeah, sorry.
All good.
Being stupid. Mars play for me. Faster.
So Zaxara is back.
Yep. Now look at draw. Play Ballroom as my land for turn. I'll tap 1 black and cast Snarling Gorehound. So 1/1 dog with menace. And whenever another creature with power 2 or less is battlefield under my control, I may surveil 1.
Yeah, this thing's
Nice. Well, murder's a Karloff card. Cool, cool.
Yeah. I'll tap white and black. Recast Miara. On entry, I will surveil 1.
Nice.
Yeah, you can stay up there. You're a useful card. Then I will tap 2 and cast Loyal Apprentice.
I love that card.
I also like Loyal Apprentice.
Yeah. I'll enter my combat step. Since I control a commander, I'll create a Thopter.
Oof,
I'll swing the Thopter for one of the... Actually... Yeah, I'll swing my Thopter for 1 in the air at Noble so I can make a gold.
Well, you also surveil another time, right?
Specify... Actually, yeah, but I've already decided to keep what's up there on top.
That's right.
I will lose the 1 life because I have no flyers, and then No Mercy will kill the Thopter.
Yep, I have a gold. Main phase 2. Tap a white, and correct the gold for a black. Cast Kalane, Reclusive Painter. On this battlefield, I create a treasure token. And other creatures I control into the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 count on them for each mana from a treasure spent to cast them.
Oh, cool. That's pretty dope.
I'll then pass the turn.
Alright,
the art I have from him looks like he's drawing that like beast from Dungeons and Dragons. I forget its name. It looks sweet though. I love that.
Play Command Tower. This is my land for the turn. I then would like to...
There's so much mana over there. Holy cow.
I know. Pay 2. And I will play Lannis, Cryptozoologist. Lannis says, and Spell Table is going to go ahead and think that's a black card. Lannis says, whenever Lannis, or whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield, I investigate. Then I can tap Lannis and sacrifice X clues, and target opponent reveals the top X cards of their library, and I may put a non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from among them onto my battlefield, and then they shuffle the rest.
Holy cow.
So when Lannis enters, I think I'm at the point where I'm just going to gain 2 life off of Gala Greeters. So that mode has been chosen. Then I think I would like to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tap 5. Oh, Lannis enters. I'll draw a card. Okay, pay 5. I'm going to cast my commander, Roon. Roon he has Vigilance and Trample, and says that I can pay 2 mana and tap Roon, and then I exile another target creature and return that to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. So when Roon enters, I'm going to have 3 triggers. I'm going to have a Galagreater's trigger, a Lannis trigger, and a Guardian Project trigger. So I will draw a card for Guardian Project. Okay. I will choose, I guess I'll just make a tap treasure for Galagreaters. And then for Lannis, I will investigate. Now, Roon also has haste. I've done that. I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, I will go to combat. I think I'm going to swing... Lemony, you lost your 1/1. I'm going to go ahead and swing Roon at Noble for 4. And then I think I'm going to swing Guardian Scalelord in the air at Dak for 4 as well.
Okay, I will declare no blocks.
Oh, wait, shoot. You have no mercy. God dang it. Why I keep forgetting about that. I really don't want to lose.
No, too late. You swung him.
Oh, good lord. I'm just
For some reason, it's very easy to forget about No Mercy.
I know.
No, dude. If you can, I'd be okay with that.
I'm just gonna swing Guardian Scalelord at. Well, hang on. Then here I'll change. I'm gonna do Roon at Dak and Guardian Scalelord at Lemony. So on attack, I'll bring back Beast Whisperer.
It's pretty
And then
good.
when Beast Whisperer enters, I will investigate. And then I will also have to choose the last mode on Galagreaters. Galagreaters will get a +1 counter. But then I will also draw a card.
Before damage, I will tap my Gorehound to crew my copter and throw that underneath the Scalelord.
Gotcha. Then I will use Venzer's +2. He will go to 7. I'm going to choose the Guardian Scalelord, so he will leave. I have nothing else to do. I will end my turn. Guardian Scalelord will re-enter. I'll put the 1/1 counter back on himself. Doesn't count as a cast. I've already met the alliance for this. I will investigate one more time, and I will draw a card. And I believe I have to discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I have 7 cards in hand, and I'm done. Noble, you can go.
We have got to prevent that Venture from ulting, by the way. That's basically 2 turns away from saying, hey, screw all of you guys.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't intend on alting him. But
Alright,
I don't know if that will make you feel better.
Intent can change.
Play a swamp for turn. Oh, I'm getting worried right now. He's just got the crazy board state and just all the blockers in the world, all the flicker in the world.
I fully intended, when I kind of reworked this deck recently, and my intent with this deck was I want every creature or every permanent, like when they enter, I want some sort of effect to happen. And you can kind of see how that starts to get a little out of hand.
Oh yeah, definitely a little out of hand for sure. Okay. I'm gonna try something here. So I'm gonna pay 4 and play one of Jared's favorite black cards. I'm gonna play a Sangromancer.
I love Sangromancer. Oh, not Festering Evil. Sangromancer. Come on.
Yeah, that's a good one. Especially with No Mercy.
Yeah.
And then after Sangromancer enters, I will pay another 4 and play a Siphon Mind. So each other player will discard a card, and then I'll draw a card for each card discarded this way.
I'll just go Dusk Wielder.
I will
respond.
Oh, hold up.
No.
Tap my commander to Spell Raptor. Counter it unless you pay X, where X is the greatest power creatures I control, which is 2.
Dang. I thought Zaxara came out last turn. I wasn't realize he had. Oh, he has haste.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say everything is haste.
Spell. Let's control pace. X for executes permanent creatures you control. Dang. Countering the Siphon Mine. Crazy. All right.
I mean, it is effectively a +6. Well, +5 technically, because.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can't do anything about it. Well then after that we'll go to combat and let's see. I will swing my Bloodline Necromancer at Dak. As well as my Sangromancer. Because that was rude and how dare you.
Noble was gonna gain what, 9 life?
I was gonna gain 9 life, yeah. That would have been nice. Would have been pretty sweet. So
And you would have drawn 3
I'm
cards.
just
Gain 9 life and draw 3 cards.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
That was a pretty Siphon Mine. That was a pretty good spell there.
Yep, but unfortunately he countered the card draw. But that's what you're gonna do. I will gain 3 life from the Bloodline Necromancer. And then Azoreign, you're way up on life total, so I'll hit you for another 3.
You're hitting me for another 3.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ping you for 3.
Gotcha.
And then with that, I shall pass the turn.
Right. Tapping 8, Dex will be equal to 6. I'm gonna play a Primordial Hydra.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
You will get 12 counters on him. Then Hiring Scales will actually have 13.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Nice. So you just
He has trample too.
casually just made a 13/13.
With trample and haste.
Oh yeah, it's got trample and haste. Get him. Get someone who's preferably not me.
That's the first creatures coming to the battlefield that could come at you right now, Azoreign.
Well, the nice thing about Roon is that Roon doesn't say my creatures. So
No, it doesn't. It's actually really, really hard to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here to flicker spells. Just leave me alone.
The answer to
Yeah, close all the
everything.
process.
Swing 13 at 70.
Ouch. I mean, I can understand why. I do deserve it, but... Ouch, just casually half my life total.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Western.
Okay. Untap, upkeep. Draw this card that's no longer looking so good. Okay, I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'll tap for actually use the treasure for this. Tap 4, cast Akiri. You'll enter with a +1/+1 counter, thanks to from Kaelin, thanks to the treasure. Her power is greater than 2, so I do not get to Travail. Not from this. I will go to combat. Swing Akiri at dash. Beginning of combat, I make a Dopty, which then will let me surveil one. Send you to the grave. Then swing Akiri at Dak for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. For 4/3 with Vigilance. And hopefully before damage, I will tap 2 of my Witch's Clinic to give her lifelink. So I can gain some of that life back.
How big is Akiri right now with lifelink?
4/3.
Okay.
Does all this go through?
I already took the damage, yeah. Just take it.
Alright. And main phase 2, I'll tap 1 and equip Skull Clamp to Akiri.
Oh, I totally forgot. Primordial Hydra, I get the copy.
Oh yeah.
Another
Oh,
13. Or no, it's a 14.
yeah, the token from Zaxara.
Well, then, actually,
Then I wouldn't have attacked you then. Crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not have attacked you if that was the case.
Should've swung with that one. That's what we forgot.
Oh, you forgot to make the token copy from Zaxara.
Yeah, I should've swung with it too.
What would I have done then? All that information. Well, not much different. Okay, before combat, so this isn't all there yet. What I probably would do is give up on the lifelink idea. Tap Ballroom for black. Cast Dust Wielder. Tap 1. Equip Dust Wielder with the Skull Clamp.
Mm-hmm.
Then go to Combati. Right, surveil 1 from the Dust Wielder, then surveil 1 from the Thopter. Not really gonna help me here.
We really need a board wipe again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Swing my Dusk Wielder at Noble as a 2/1, making a gold in the process.
I guess I'll block it with 1/3 and kill it.
Cool. When it dies, I will pay 1 mana and 1 life with Miara to draw a card, and that is.
When that dies too, I will gain 3 life for the Sangromancer. And Azoreign, I'll have you lose 3 more life.
Yep, sure.
Because I already did. Look at your board.
Nope,
Can you blame me?
I completely understand.
I'll tap 2, sacking the gold in the process. Cast Arcane Signet. I'll pay 1 to equip the Skull Clamp to Akiri.
I like that Lemon's deck is so, like, everything is, 1 to 2 mana. It really means that he can do a lot on his turns.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's the good part of using Lurus.
Right. So
as long as you have draw power, then you can keep doing things.
I'll tap my Soul Ring to tap Roon. I'm gonna just bounce the Guardian Scalelord, so that will leave, and then Lemony at the beginning of your end step, that will come back. I'm gonna sacrifice my treasure and tap this. I'll sack my treasure for a green, doesn't matter. And then I am going to play an Eldamri's Call.
Oh, yeah.
Look for a creature and put that card into my hand.
Yay! Quick draw. Have you checked the mail yet? No.
Oh, I thought he was talking to me. Like, have you checked the mail yet? And you're like, well, my creature might be in
my
there.
roommate was handing me a thing.
You're good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gonna go ahead and see what's in the sample pack.
I may have. So basically, right now, I'm just looking for a way to deal with the No Mercy because that's
kind of shutting down your aggression right now, at least in his direction.
Yep, I have 2 ideas of what I want to do.
Mr. Answer. I'm gonna go tutor for stuff. Boring. Draw your answer like a man, Azoreign.
Okay, I can try and draw my answer like a man, but I can just try and. I do have to reveal it, and it's a newer card, so reveal it. I'll reveal Tristani, Celestnia's voice. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, I gain life equal to its toughness.
Ugh. Ugh. That's a big problem. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Plenty
Plenty of life gain for Azoreign.
Yeah, no kidding. He's about to life gain me, that's for sure.
This card.
Yeah. I got Pillage the Bog and Heartless Pillage for my sample pack. The deck.
Then Lemoney's end step, that was in response to him going to his end step. So then at his end step, Guardian Scalelord will re-enter. I'll put the counter on him. I will get another clue token. I'll make another tapped treasure token, and then I'll draw a card for Guardian Project. Okay. Then I will... Now it's my turn, so I'll untap. Upkeep.
I thought that Noble.
And draw. What deck?
I thought Noble was a life gain deck.
Yeah, right.
I thought it was too.
Yeah,
but Azoreign,
I haven't
that
given...
commander is so good.
He was, but then Azoreign got Tristani into his hand, so he's about to...
gross card.
So I've got... So I'll need... 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys want to just put this game into overdrive or what?
Oh boy.
Go for it.
Okay.
Might have room for game 2 then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's play Elish Norn, Mother of Machines.
Oh boy.
Mom Harmonicon.
No more ETBs for you guys.
So you meant like overdrive for you.
Yes.
No one else gets anything from
So
it. Man, boring overdrive, man. Play something that gives us all like extra land or something.
So I believe Elish Norn will see the triggers for both Guardian Project, Lannis, and the Galagreeters.
Yep.
On cast,
If she's on the battlefield when those trigger.
Draw me a card. So then I will gain 2 investigate tokens. I will get double triggers on the Galagreeters. I'll just gain 2 life and make another tap treasure. Had to sacrifice these, so I'll have 1 tap treasure. And then I drew my 1 card for Beast Whisper, and I'll draw 2 more cards for Guardian Project. Then let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. What's 7 mana in a blink deck? Avenger of Zendikar.
The great one.
Now I will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll make 16 0/1 plants because Elish Norn will double them. But we're not done yet. I'll play my land for the turn. I'll play a plains. So I will make 16 0/1 plants. Landfall. Plant enters. Put a 1/1 count. Put 2 1/1 counters on them because of Elish Norn. Then on cast of Avenger of Zendikar, I will draw a card from Beast Whisper. Then on enter, I will put 2 1/1 counters on the Galagreeters. I will get 2 more investigate tokens from Lannis, and then I'll draw 2 more cards from Guardian Project.
Wowza. Okay. No big deal.
No big
No
deal.
big deal.
Okay.
Just a game 16 awesome.
What is happening?
I will go to combat. And everything has haste.
Yep.
Dak has a giant Hydra. Does that Hydra have reach, Dak?
It does not.
Does not.
Lemony has quite the board. I think I'm going to send... Let's go ahead and send all 16 plants at Noble.
Okay.
I will send Guardian Scalelord at Dak. And I get the feeling that Lemony can block. Lemony, what's your strongest creature?
My strongest creature is Akiri at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2.
She's a
With first strike.
6/2 with first strike. She doesn't have double strike?
No, that was from Rayov, and only when a crit or enchanted creature I control is attacking.
Okay, then I'm going to send Elish. Well, no, because you have a bunch of other things that you will block with. I've got a feeling that, yeah. I'm sorry, so I'm going to send... Let me just do the math, because I might just be doing some overkill right now. So that's 16 2 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At most, I can block 6 of them.
No, I'm gonna send... I'll send 12 at Noble. So I'll send 24 at Noble, and then I'll send the other 4 at Lemony.
They all plus 2.
They all
Correct?
are...
They're 2 3s?
They're 2 3s. And then Guardian Scalelord... So, hang on, before any blocks, Guardian Scalelord is attacking Dak for 4 in the air. And then on the attack, I get to bring back a permanent from my graveyard, which will be the Kitesail Larcenist. When Kitesail Larcenist enters the battlefield, I am going to turn one thing from each of you into a treasure. So...
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn Sangromancer into a treasure.
Oh, but you love Sangromancer.
I do. That's why I have to get rid of it.
That's so lame.
I'll turn Sangromancer into a treasure. I will turn my Beast Whisperer into a treasure. And then I'll turn your Hound thing, Lemony, into a treasure.
Yep.
And
that Kitesail just put... That was really tough.
then after that, I think I've done all the
Wait, no, the
alliances.
Kitesail is in exile. Path it. Not Path, so it's the
Oh shit, that's true.
You swords the Kitesail?
Yeah.
That is...
That's true.
Good catch on that. Okay, so
Okay,
actually,
remember that.
nothing, that will not happen. Okay, go to blocks.
Well, let's see. I have 16 or 12
You
2
have
3s
12.
coming my way.
Yes,
So I have 24 damage coming my way.
yes.
So I'm gonna take all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So 39 minus 24 is 15. But then each of those guys are gonna die.
Yep. Oh,
so
shoot, and you're
whatever
saying...
creature
Yeah,
you control dies,
my-
I'm gonna gain 3 life.
My plan with that was to have Kitesail Larcenist come back and take care of the Sangromancer so you wouldn't gain the life, so... That sucks. I'll live with that blunder.
That's 12 instances of 3 life from that.
From
So-
50...
It's gonna be a bit more because I am blocking all 4 of the plants coming at me,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 of the creatures I'm blocking will die, and 1 of the plants attacking me will die.
Okay, so 1 of my plants will die and 4 of your creatures will die.
3 of my creatures. Yeah, my Thopter, my Gorehound, and Kalane.
Noble, you're currently at 63 life.
Correct.
Okay, so that backfired horribly.
So I'm gonna gain 60.
Oh shoot.
So I can kill.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Hang on. So that
Almost
just means,
all you guys.
Yeah. Hang on. That just means we die.
Probably.
That's tough, buddy.
I mean, that's tough because my plan hinged on the Kitesail Larcenist coming back and taking care of the Sangromancer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do we want? Because like, okay, if we just let combat roll through, then we're all just dead.
So, obviously, I'm biased because I would win the game.
What do you
So
guys...
I don't feel like that's fair for me to speak on it. I'm happy to keep going if you guys want. Like, technically speaking, this would be the end based on how everything was resolved and declared to move forward. But if you guys want to just kind of like for fun keep going, like we can. I just think you're gonna pretty much dominate Azoreign if we let you like take back combat, reshape everything, and then.
Well, I don't think it would reshape anything. I just don't go to combat, and then I would just, I think, end my turn knowing that I can't. Because I went to combat fully thinking that the Kitetail Larcenist would come back, deal with the Sangromancer, and then it didn't. So it's like, you know, basically I go to combat and you win the game by me hitting you.
Right.
I mean, Lemony and Dak, you guys find if I just we just rather I just don't go to combat. We walk it back to my.
I'm fine either way.
I won't go to combat. I'll just go to
Do
end.
you guys want to do a game 2? I don't really care either way.
I have time for game 2, so if you guys wanted to, we could just say that would be the end of it and then run another one quick. But
I mean, chances are that if Noble doesn't win here from Azoreign not taking this back, then Azoraign's probably going to win soon enough anyways. At the very least, by knocking out me, then Dak, then Noble after everyone else is gone.
Right.
If we did do
actually, quick question: would Noble die before No Mercy would trigger?
No, because I go to 15 after all the hit.
Yeah.
And then after that, I would gain all the life. So even on attack, I'm not dead.
Will say that if it gets to my turn, I can make the game continue. If you want to play it.
What was that, Dak? You kind of broke up.
It will say if it gets to my turn, if we play it forward, I can continue the game.
You can continue the game, huh? I'm curious to
if you don't go to combat.
Well, I would say no, because like I have to find a way around the No Mercy. If we personally, in terms of like, because again, like that's like my whole turn was hinging on dealing with the Sangromancer, and I forgot that the Kitetail Larcenist was exiled. So basically, what I would do was go to my end step, use Venzer to flicker the Avenger of Zendikar, and make 7. I would make.
Okay, let me be more clear here. If it gets to my turn, I can kill Noble.
Oh.
So knowing that, I definitely would say I just win the game.
Well, but again, that's something that if Kitetail Larcenist would have just been exiled, I never would have attacked you.
True, and like I said, I'm happy taking it either way. But if we were there's 2 ways to play it. Are we just gonna be kind? We're gonna take the take back. I understand completely where you're coming from that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm completely biased. I know that I'm 100% biased because that just means I win.
I can kill Noble and I can stop Azoreign.
But like in a commander game, the actions you took were all correct. You just thought something that wasn't true, and so. Technically speaking, that would be the game. But, like I said, I'm biased, so I will not have a vote in this at all. I'll just play my cards however I can play my cards and try to survive Dak's turn, I guess. Even though I would still say Dak the Azoreign would be the dominant force with, like, 14 3/4s.
He said that he can kill you and shut me down.
Oh, but if that's the case.
I want to see how this plays out.
Well, then we can just say that I would go back to not hitting Noble, use Venzer's -2, flicker, and then I would make 18 more 0/1s, and then just be done. Then it would be Noble's turn. I'll just skip combat altogether.
I might not be able to shut Azoreign down 100%, but...
Okay. Well... Let us just resolve that then. I went back to my 39 life total, just so everyone is aware.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's try something here. Let's play the swamp for turn.
Oh, and then I have to massive discard.
Oh, what you discarding, pal?
I need to discard 5 cards. I'll discard Oracle of Moldiah. I'll discard Teleportation Circle. I'll discard an island, and I'll discard Belwar Stone. And I think one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will discard Stunt Double.
Okay, I'm gonna gain 15 life
Idiots!
from that.
Those want them! You capture their stunt doubles!
So I'll gain.
Am I just taking the 15, Noble?
I gotta think. Hold on 1 second here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'll have you take the 15.
I go to 13.
Okay. Now, here's my thing, Dak. I can kill you right now. So, but I still think Azoreign is a problem.
Yeah,
So, I have a proposal. I won't
just
kill
tough
you
'cause
right now.
You're operating under knowledge that you shouldn't have, because Dak said, he could kill. Yeah, this game just got really convoluted here at the end.
It did. But now this is what we're playing. So I'm gonna use the knowledge I have to my advantage. So, Dak, I will not kill you right now, but I want 1 turn. I don't want to die for a turn. Otherwise, I have to try to kill you, because otherwise I know you can kill me.
Okay, how about if you don't kill me now, I won't kill you, but you can't swing at me next turn.
Alright, that's fair.
Be very careful with your wording, because Noble's deck doesn't really go to combat.
I know that.
Okay.
Okay, so I will not swing anything at you next turn, and in return, you will give me 1 turn immunity. So I will not kill you. I will not kill you right now.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So what we're gonna do here is pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, and we're gonna get Kakusha, the Evening Star out.
Oh, dude, I love Kakusho.
Let's see here. We will go to combat. Do we still have haste?
Yep, Concordant Crossroads is still here.
Okay.
As long as I'm here, you will get haste.
Cool. Let's see here. So, do you have any flyers up right now, Azoreign?
No, I don't.
Okay. And Dak, you have no flyers as well?
No.
Okay. Very cool. Very dope. Alright, so what we will do is we will swing Kakusho, a 5/5 flyer. I'm not gonna kill you, Dak, but I'm gonna swing a 5/5 flyer your way.
So.
The deal didn't say anything about not attacking, just not killing.
Yep, not gonna kill you. Just not. I'm then going to, after combat, pay 2 and cast a Heartless Act on Kakusho.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kill it. And then when it dies, each player will lose 5 life.
Oh.
And then you'll gain 15 life.
And I'll gain 15 life.
Which you can then use to just blast one person in the face for 15.
I'm assuming I'm dead.
I'm going to kill Lemony and you this turn, because that's just enough to kill both of you for 15.
Well, then I'm gonna.
You don't really get to split the 15.
Does he not?
No.
Whenever you
I guess,
gain
like,
life,
One instance of gaining life.
I guess it's one instance, yeah. So I guess Azoreign, I'll just hit you for 15.
then I will just try and swing on my way out and say, so I have no mana, I can't use Roon, but I will use Lannis. I will tap Lannis. I will sacrifice 10 clues. Noble, you are going to reveal the top 10 cards of your library.
Okay.
Does Lannis not have a mana cost on his effect?
Nope.
2,
It's just tap and sacrifice the
jeez.
clues.
4.
I love
Oh,
Lannis.
Blood Tribute. Okay. So
I get to put. It says target opponent reveals the top X. I may put a non-land permanent with mana value X or less. So I need all non-land permanents that you
non-land
revealed.
permanents. Okay. Persic, Impetus, Worn Power Stone, land, Blood Tributes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorcery, land, instant, Champion of Dusk.
Dang. What is
So it really is.
Yeah.
It says when it enters the battlefield, you draw X cards and lose X life or X number of vampires you control.
All right, I'll put Champion of Dusk onto my battlefield, and then
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that when I die, Champion of Dusk. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lemony and Dak. I think
Gets exiled.
Yeah, it gets exiled. That's what I thought. That's kind
When
of
a
what
player
my plan
dies,
was.
all opponents they control but do not own get exiled.
What's the one under Worn Power Stone, Noble?
Parasitic Impetus. Enchant creature gets a +2/+2 and is goaded. And whenever that creature attacks, its controller loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
I'll take the vampire. I'll put it on my battlefield. I'll draw 1 card because it will see itself. Kind of thing.
You will draw 2. Because mom.
Haha, I'll draw 2 cards. No swords to plot. So, okay, the thing... I don't know where this came from. I had... Yeah,
Where did the cards go? Are they exiled?
Nope,
Are they...
They go to the bottom of your library.
Bottom of my library. Okay.
And that is all she wrote for me. I have no way to save myself.
Okay.
Roon flew too close to the sun.
Champion of Dusk goes to the graveyard, correct?
Champion of Dusk will stay in exile.
Stay in exile. Okay,
So
gotcha.
Since I controlled it when I died, it will just be exiled.
Gotcha. Just exiled. Those are all graveyard. Okay, cool. Got 2 black floating still. But with that, I think I will pass the turn.
Getting my
Soon I
upkeep,
too shall pass.
Hmm.
getting my upkeep Genesis or Memorial Hydra will double to 26, and then another one, so 27.
No, I just top decked that Heartless Act, so if I didn't get that, I was gonna have to try to find a way to get for Kakusho to die.
While you're killing me, I'm gonna sleeve up this here Precon to use in case we decide for game 2.
Sounds good.
So how many creatures are on the battlefield right now?
1, 2,
I have 6.
3, 3.
3, and you said you have 6?
What are you gonna hardcast Decree of Pain rather than killing me?
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Who knew that Swords to Plowshare would have been one of the biggest plays this entire game?
No, right?
Going to Curse of the Swine, X equals 5. So actually, X is equal to 10.
Ooh.
Exile X creatures. For each creature exiled this way, controller creates 2/2 boars.
Yep.
All opponents creatures will be exiled, and you guys will get boars equal to the amount of creatures you had.
We'll pretend this treasure's a pig.
Noble, that means you do.
Well, I mean, you are targeting my stuff.
I told you that you had it, not your creatures.
I mean, I'll take it. I'm pretty sure full immunity means including.
I did not say full immunity. I
but-
said I wouldn't swing at you.
No, I mean, okay, I'll take it, but I'll ask the group too. I'm pretty sure I speculated I have 1 turn immunity, and then you said I couldn't swing at you for 1 turn.
The best part
Azoreign
is-
said that-
If you really want to get literature about it, that's you, not your creatures.
I mean, that's fine. I'll take it, but I'm.
Like being the lawyer and rules lawyer.
Yeah, I ain't no rules lawyer, but I mean, I just remember Azoreign even being specific, being like, "Are you sure you're speculating that you can't get attacked because his creatures don't like the swing; they like the ping?" You're like, "Yep, that's fine," but whatever.
You didn't
game.
kill me, but you still hit me.
Because that was
I didn't hurt you. I killed your creatures.
I mean, you touched my stuff, which is me, but it's whatever.
We do have a playback. This game is.
That's
being
true.
recorded.
We do have a playback. We can always go back later, but it's whatever. I'm gonna send Vito back to the command zone, I think.
With this Lemony, this will be coming at you at 14. Actually, I have to send the trample at you. So the trample's coming at you. 23 trample.
Trample, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of power and 7 of life. I can't do crap about it. I'll just choose not to block and take everything.
Ready?
Fair.
I told that big fat zip.
And I will pass the turn. Gives you a 1 clock here, Noble.
It does. Okay. Let's see here. We will pay. Let's see, commander costs an extra 4 now. That's the second time he's gone.
Press like these into the deck as well.
Put that right there. Let's see, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana for that. Yeah, so we'll pay 7 to get the commander back out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. You have that big 14/14 with trample, right?
Well, before you get too far, just remember, Curse of the Swine is an X spell.
Oh yes, you were right.
Gotta
So
make
I
the
have
Hydra.
that will be a, what did I pay? 10? So, yeah, be 10, 11. Or 11, 11.
So let's see, you got an 11/11, a 14/14, Zaxara, and that big 14/14 with trample over there.
Or wait, hold on. Oh, that's what I cast, so I cast 5, so it's 6. But, yeah, 6.
Alright, I think we're going to pay 2, and we'll cast a Feed the Swarm.
Nice.
Now the question is, what do I kill? Like, this is tough. I can get rid of Zaxara, so I know he can't make any more Hydras his next turn.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things on Dax's board.
Yeah, there really is. Like, I think regardless if he has like an overwhelming stampede or anything like that, I'm like pretty much dead.
Since I'm dead, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I will just.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
now,
hotels.
Azoreign, you're not gonna tell me what to do. The
No.
one time I need
I
you,
mean-
the third party for
I
it.
mean,
Dead men tell no tales here.
I think that you can't go wrong with like whatever you take out. I mean, the hardened scales is probably the least scary, but they're like
Right. That doubler is
yeah, the
insane,
Unbound
but the
Flourishing
double.
is crazy. Zaxara.
I think I'll choose your commander.
Here.
I mean, honestly, Noble, you have 69 life. Yes, Dak
That's
has
true.
a lot of well, you're about to have a little less, but Dak's got a lot of creatures. But if you can find a way to gain north of 10 life with Vito out, the game's done. So
Yeah.
it is going to be a fight to the finish, a very scrappy fight here.
I'll pay 1 to play a Basilisk Collar.
You lose 4
Um,
from the commander.
What's that?
You said you lose equal to the
Yeah,
mana cost, so 4.
yeah, I'll lose 4. But then with that, I shall pass. If I die, I die.
Keep this thing doubles from 27 to
Forgot it doubles.
Yep, that doubles to a
Oh.
54.
Oh, so that might have been what you wanted to take out, Noble.
Yeah, I didn't know it doubled.
It's at 54.
It's a 54 with trample. It doubles every turn.
I didn't know that.
2, 4. 2, 4. First at 54, so. Edit. Go to draw my turn. I will play a land. And, I mean, this is game at this point. Well, I guess to make it really game here. Actually, nope. 5 because hardened scales.
Noble, what are the 2 cards that you have that are turned upside down?
They're 2/2 boars.
Oh, yes.
So I got blockers for the big hydras.
You should have 3. You had 3 creatures, right?
Oh yeah, I did. So, well, I didn't know if like when Vito turned into the boar, if he like becomes a boar.
It'd still make a pig.
Yes.
Still make a pig.
Yeah, you
okay.
should have 3.
Still make a pig.
Got another pig. Woo!
I'm gonna tap for 5. I'm gonna play a bait. Oh, I think I did this wrong in my head. Alright, I'm gonna tap everything. 7. Play a finale of Revelation. X will equal 5. Which will get double to 10. I will get another Hydra. 6/6 Hydra.
You'll get a Hydra even without Zaxara out.
Yeah, Zaxara.
Oh, wait, no.
Zaxara on.
I forgot he took out Zaxara. Duh. Because of this will happen twice. So technically X is 10.
It's just 5 twice.
X is 5 twice.
It doesn't double the
It
X
says
for instance
if
of
X-
sorcerers.
Yeah. So I draw 5 twice. Because of how it is, actually, wait a minute, hold on. That's wrong. So, because I draw X cards, so X is technically 10.
X is 5. X is 5, but you're copying. Unbound Flourishing only doubles the X of permanent spells. For an instant sorcery spell, you copy that spell. Same with activated abilities.
Oh.
So you have 2 finales with X equaling 5 each.
way.
So you're basically just gonna draw 10 cards.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
I mean, you still have an army
Well,
of
it's making a
Hydras,
single
and you're
5/5.
drawing 10
Oh,
cards,
sorry,
so still pretty good.
Drawing 10 cards and making a single 6/6.
No 6/6 because Zaxara's not gone.
Oh, right. Zaxara's off the field. Never mind.
Day to play a land this turn, so I will pass.
Yes, okay. Draw a card for turn.
I will discard as we do that.
So no
Play
attack.
Swamp. Okay. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. And play a Bloodletter of Alcatraz.
Ooh.
Okay.
So it says an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice so much life instead.
It's a demon.
Demon! It's a demon vampire. It's on theme.
Ah, there we go.
And then we'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana using Vito's ability. And all my creatures will gain lifelink until end of turn.
Ooh, that. So.
Playing with 3 pigs and GG.
Well,
And
hang on,
then-
it's only 2 force. Oh wait, no. Then if they
It'll
would
double.
For 6, then doubled by the Bloodletter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, just to be safe, we'll pay 2 to equip the Basilisk Collar to one of the boars.
Mm.
Giving it double lifelink.
Double lifelink and Death Touch.
I mean,
And then we'll
hypothetically-
swing-
Hypothetically, you could give Vito the Basilisk Collar, and then give. I mean, if you really wanted to, I think you have it without him, but you could swing Vito in as well.
The only reason I wasn't thinking about swinging Vito is because I didn't know if he died and all the damage hits, if his ability
He's-
still triggers,
Yes,
or...
his trigger will go on the stack, and then he will die.
So if I put this on him and then he were to die, all the damage goes through.
Yes, he will see
I
that.
still pings it and stuff.
He will see that his life loss ability will go on the stack, then he will die, then that ability will resolve, even though
Gotcha.
he's dead.
So we'll put it on him, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then Vito would
So
be
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, you
then
don't
another
need to.
2.
You really
No, I
don't
don't-
need to, but you could.
Yeah.
I would
I
have
guess
had a,
we'll swing them all.
I would have had a response for this if I did what I did the first and didn't tap
Mm.
2 like I should have.
It seems like this game was full of a lot of
2,
mental
4,
misplays
6.
from everyone. It seems.
Oh,
I don't
if
know,
I,
man. I was playing my best game.
but if I would have
Everyone-
tapped 2 less, like
Everyone but
like I was
Noble.
And Lemony. Lemony was, I don't think, had a...
Lemony?
No, I accidentally swung into the No Mercy with my commander at
Yeah.
one point.
That's true, but
yeah.
you did take it. You took it like a champ.
No,
Yeah,
I should
it's
have. I should have followed my gut and tapped 2 less, and I would have been able to heroic
Yep.
intervention it.
I just want to say,
Oof.
Noble, that I would have
I
taken.
I don't think heroic intervention
So
saves
wait,
you anyway.
not there. I had obscuring haze. Obscuring haze.
Ooh,
Prevent combat damage.
Oh yeah, the prevent
Yeah.
combat damage would do it. But I think that'll end the game.
I would have
Yeah, well.
taken the me losing my plants wasn't the issue. The issue was that if I lost all my plants, you just instantly win the game. So it's like,
Yeah.
I just didn't think that was fair to Lemony or Dak. If it's just like my misplay means that we all lose.
I mean, I was going to lose before my turn anyways.
Mm.
My plays early game basically made everyone have a grudge against me, so I was absolutely dead.
That was my last card in hand too.
Noble,
That-
yeah, jeez.
I had that since the beginning, but it's
Noble
normally a
takes
target
it.
of removal, so I was trying to save it for something.
I feel with a few misplays here and there, I feel like that was still a really solid game. I really enjoyed
was.
the back and forth. I think Lemony came out really solidly, and he was throwing some haymakers with Akiri really early. And Noble, you were completely correct. You tutored with Breach the Mirror to go get No Mercy, which didn't seem to have a good payoff in the beginning because you were still getting hit.
No, it didn't.
But No Mercy comboed with the Sangromancer, which again, one of my favorite cards because literally it did exactly what you wanted it to do, which is something dies, gain life. I discarded 5 cards, which instantly gained you 15 life, which is like that, and then you were able to deal 15 damage. That was nothing, or that wasn't nothing. Is like you were able to just Sangromancer, absolute goat. I love that card.
It's so good, dude. And I forgot that he's Torture thing too. So I was like, I'm just waiting for the Kite Sail to come. Because I think the Kite Sail also could have taken out the No Mercy, couldn't it?
No, it's artifact or creature.
Artifact or creature. Okay, so I knew it was going to take out a combo piece. I just wasn't sure which one it was going to be.
And then, I mean, Dak, you just had huge Hydras. Your things were doubling. I think, Dak, you were in a good spot if the No Mercy weren't around, if your life total wasn't so low, if you could have just been a little bit more free to start swinging those. Unfortunately, you kind of had to hold them back or else you were going to get taken out. And then Noble just came in clutch with the Bloodletter of Aklazotz, which just sealed the game for him. So everything was kind of working in Noble's favor this game, but it was certainly a good one, a fight to the end. I mean, the Curse of the Swine was great. Unfortunately, again, a little misplay with the finale of the blue finale. I can't remember the finale of Revelation. You still drew 10 cards, but it would have been different had X actually been 10. So yeah, we'll just know for next time on that one. I don't know. It is 15 minutes until it is midnight. I don't know. We have been playing for 2 hours already. I don't know if I have enough steam for a game 2.
That's fair.
I mean, it's up to you guys if we want to play like insanely fast lightning magic, but if we I cannot play another 2-hour game, I don't think.
Bring out the CDH.
Bring out the CDH.
I don't got no CDH, but I can do my best.
I don't own CDH cards.
Yeah, I don't own CDH.
I have one deck, so.
Well,
should we talk about the cards, Mr. Sir?
In proper fashion, yes. I was the first one who was knocked out, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about my 3 cards, then Lemony, then Dak, and then Noble, you can end us with your cards. So I'll just start with I really like Concordant Crossroads. I know that some people don't like
that was a crazy card.
Some people don't like the idea of Global Haste, but I think this card is a double-edged sword for my deck. My commander Roon really wants haste when he comes down because that allows me to use his ability right away, so this card is amazing for him. But then giving everyone Global Haste is kind of like an incentive to don't take me out, because if I leave the game, you lose Global Haste. So unless it is the last turn and you're able to win the game, I feel like this card gives me some sort of lenience because people like to give their stuff haste. My next card was Guardian Project. I think this card just started gaining me so much it started gaining me so much card draw towards the end of the game, and that's essentially what you need to keep playing the game. So Guardian Project is one of my favorite cards in this deck, and drawing cards is what I love to do in Magic. And the last card is going to be one of the best cards in the deck, which is Elesh Norn. It shuts down all other ETBs, and then it gave me double, so I was doubling Avenger, I doubled Lannis, I doubled Galagriers.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And I was doubling Guardian Project, so I was benefiting enough without the double trigger, and then Elesh Norn comes down and then doubles everything. So Elesh Norn, when I said to put the game in overdrive, it was to resolve Elesh Norn and then resolve Avenger of Zendikar, which was, usually
I know.
the game
I was like, oh yeah, overdrive for everybody, cool. You're like, no, just be.
Yeah, and then with the global haste, so yeah, but I don't have anything else about my 3 cards. So Lemony, if you have anything to say on your end.
My 3? Yes. I mean, first is obviously going to be that Swords to Plowshare that apparently did more to the game than I thought it would.
That was huge. That was so huge.
Best 2-mana swords I've ever cast. Yeah. Other than that, Royal Apprentice, just always having access to that 1/1 flyer, whether it's to attack to proc my Curse of Opulence, or to keep up as a potential blocker for your Guardian Scale Lord.
Sure.
It's always a good card when it's in a deck. Because 1/1 Hasties is nice, and while I didn't get to see it that much, it also gives +1 power to Akiri as well. Because it's not a fact.
Sure.
And the last one I chose is my Snarling Gorehound for that easy surveil.
That thing went so nuts at the end. I think that Gorehound was actually a really, really good card.
It was a bit shut down once Mom hit the field, but that's what Mom do.
She do.
She takes away all the fun. Yeah, those are my 3.
Dak, I see you have your 3.
First one from the halfway had to be the Unbound Forging. This card is a powerhouse with this deck, no matter what.
I would probably say that's one of the best, if not the best card within your 99.
Next one for me, like just this thing overall is just stupid. It definitely had to been the Primordial Hydra, just that ever-growing threat there. And obviously the Curse of the Swine. Just because it really got everybody's board off as me took out Luminary and almost got you, Noble. Almost.
Yeah, you're close.
I think the Curse of the Swine was kind of like, Dak, your way of like clutching up the game at the end, and it's just, unfortunately for you, Noble was just able to recover by playing his commander, and then your boars were out, and then followed by the Bloodletter was just like the perfect setup for his endgame.
To be honest, he saved himself. He gained life right there at the end of that turn. If he wouldn't have gained life, it would have been over.
Yep.
Right, yeah. Vito being able to... It's expensive to use, but his little... I can pay 5 and give everything lifelink. I feel like everyone forgets about it all the time, because I almost never use it. But if you got the mana to spend, it's worth it.
Yep.
When it comes to play, it works hard. Like, when you need to use it, it does its job very well.
Oh, for sure.
And now, well, the final person in our lineup here, the victor for tonight, Noble.
So, first card, it's 2, but technically it's 1. It's the Beseech 2, the No Mercy. I would have been dead so long ago if this card wasn't here.
Yeah.
Dak probably could have killed me. You definitely could have killed me. There was quite a few times
so
where
long ago if it wasn't
I was like ready to die, but I mean, this is probably my favorite card in this 99. It just does its job really well. It's hard to remove. Every black deck I build, I'm pretty much putting this card in here, just about.
I have No Mercy on my list for my Toshiro deck, which it similarly wants things to die, and No Mercy has been on my list for a while. It's a great deterrent to get people to not attack you, but then if you can have other effects comboed onto it, such as your Sangromancer, like that was so huge for you. Having like, I'll take, like for my plants, for example, you'll take 2, but you'll gain 3. So it was like,
Oh yeah, and that's the second card. It's the Sangromancer. I mean, it's a great card. I had a couple combos that I was ready to do, like you guys discard and I draw. Granted, Dak stopped that one.
That's true. You did the Siphon Mind.
But it was like going well with No Mercy. It was ready to go for that big hit that I thought was coming. I honestly was worried about it for you, mostly Azoreign, because like I kept looking at your board and everything I was doing was like, well, if he ever uses commander to flick the Sangromancer or flick Kakusha or flick any of these things, it just stops it all. But the only reason it didn't was because the one turn I had where I killed you, I was like, oh, he's only got 1 mana left. Like,
yeah, that was kind of, not that I didn't plan for that, but I think like hindsight's 2020. I think looking back on that, I probably shouldn't have played Elish Norn, and I should have played Tristani, then resolved Avenger. Then if I resolve Avenger, then I could have gained the life, and then because Tristani is 4 mana, Elish Norn is 5. I would have had 2 mana left to hold up Roon to protect myself. So yeah. And
then you could have, and if you bounced Sangromancer, then you could have swooped in with all those things, and I would have killed them, but I would have taken a ton of damage for it too.
That's right.
And then the last card is the card that kind of like got me into a winning spot. It's Kakusho. I love this card. I just got it, and every time I play it, I am in love with it. I was able to take out you, Azoreign, which like my problem was Dak was like, I can kill you, and I was like, okay, I can basically kill you or you, Jared. And it was a hard choice, but at the end of the day, like the deals, the politicking, it got me the win. And
Kakusho, especially with Vito, you know, he dies, and then you do the thing where it's like you drain everyone for 5, but then you gain that much. So everyone takes 5, but then someone else is going to be taking 15 on top of that, and that is 20. That's half their life total. That's a
it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had like an honorary card, it'd be the Bloodletter, because I would have lost that game if it wasn't for him.
I thought Bloodletter was going to be your last one, to be honest.
It's the only reason he was in the top 3 was because he just didn't come out till the very last turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I had him in starting hand, and multiple times I was like, I had Sangromancer, that Siphon of mine, and him in hand, and Cryptcast was out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I have just enough mana. I'm gonna cast all 3 of these. Everyone's gonna discard a card. I'm gonna gain like 9 life, and then I'm gonna shoot someone for 9. But then it's gonna be 18. It's gonna be awesome. And then that board wipe happened, and I was like, all right, rebuild. Let's just slowly rebuild.
I mean, we had Lemony played Blasphemous Act. We had a board wipe from Dak with Curse of the Swine. That, I mean, yeah.
There was a lot of rebuilding.
Piggies.
Well,
all the pigs.
All the pigs. I think...
Only pigs.
Not that I'm ever like opposed to a second game or anything like that, but I just think for tonight especially, I do have a stream in the works for tomorrow, so I think, unfortunately, I apologize you guys, I think I'm going to call it for tonight. But I think game 1 certainly was an experience, so I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I always enjoy having you guys on. I will definitely look forward to having you guys back if that's something that you guys want to do.
Yeah, thanks for having us, dude. It was a blast.
It's always fun to be here.
For sure. Thank you guys for just being so willing to join. I know sometimes it's a little last minute on my end, but these games always shape up and shake out to be a lot of fun. So I don't think there's anything more to say. Noble, congratulations on the victory for tonight.
Thank you.
And Dak, we certainly had a Noble struggle against Noble's life gain deck, but
also with Noble winning, the only thing that would have made it a bit more
like poetic
is if the monarchy was in play.
Well, I think that's gonna do it for us here tonight. So again, if you're watching live, if you're watching the VOD back, thank you for watching. I'm your host and your friendly blue mage Azoreign. You can make sure to go ahead and join my Discord through the link in the bio or the link in my description of my YouTube channel. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and do all those things if you want to see more. Go ahead and join the Discord if you want to talk to me or if you want to talk to any of the guests that I've had on tonight about anything related to commanders, certain cards, advice on your decks, or if you want to find out how you can be on stream. But that being said, we're going to call it here tonight. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you next time.